I'm Johnny Scoville, and this is Chase the Heat. Man, it's going to be a great day. I was going through some of the stuff I have, and man, this is what started it all for me. So we're going to review Tabasco's original. Man, if you knew how many bottles of this I've emptied. Man. Before I do a couple announcements, I announced yesterday, if you didn't see the video, there's going to be at least once, maybe 2 or 3 times a week, weekly segment. It's going to be a live stream with Tommy and I. It's not going to be pepper related. It's going to be on this channel. It's going to be a lot of fun. So it's going to happen. Tomorrow will be the first one. I'm not sure what time, but tomorrow night will be the first one. So please join me. The other thing I wanted to tell you guys is that 8 days from today, Chase the Heat has its 8th birthday, turns 8 years old. And we will be moving into our 9th season. So we're kind of excited about that. So on the 19th, I'll probably be doing a live stream. If anybody has any suggestions of what we ought to be doing, let me know. I think what I'll probably just do a live stream. We'll get a chance to talk and sing happy birthday to Chase the Heat. Because it's your bus. I'm just the clown behind the wheel. All right, so Tabasco. This is the gateway sauce for so many people. It's a fermented sauce, Tabasco brand pepper sauce, Avery Island. What a wonderful sauce this is. 3 wickedly simple ingredients. No added preservatives, sugar, or artificial ingredients. All that's in this is distilled vinegar, red pepper, and salt. What's your favorite Tabasco? Papa Scoville, my dad's favorite sauce in the world was Tabasco green. He just absolutely, he went through so many bottles of that, if you knew. He was a chili head. My favorite is Family Reserve. If you have not had the Family Reserve, you don't know what you're missing. But today, the original. Now, when Tommy and I were kids, this kind of figures, we used to drink this out of the bottle. We'd sneak into the pantry and drink out of the bottle. Anyway, what a great sauce this is. Now it's fermented, so it's got that funky fermented sort of flavor. I think that the people, if people were really in touch with what they're feeling, the folks that out there, the chili heads that will tell you that they really love fermented sauce, I would be willing to bet you that the majority of them started off with this. And that's why they kind of gravitate towards fermented, because it reminds them of the first one they tried. So I don't have a spoon here, but I have an anatomical snuff box. It really is a thing, people, honestly. Do you see the, here, let me show you. We're gonna use Robbie Vision. Do you see how right here there's an indentation right here? If I do this, there's none. Sauce will just run off. If I do that, the tendon of your thumb right there creates a little pocket, and that pocket is called the anatomical snuff box. I wouldn't lie to you. I wouldn't say it if it wasn't true. So here we go. A little bit of Tabasco. I have 2 boxes of pods coming to the house that I'm very excited about. Maybe 3 boxes. So pod season is not over completely, but oh. Thank you, Robbie. I love you, dude. Oh, you know what? I love the aroma of this. Whew. All right, Tabasco Red Original. I'm Johnny Scoville. This is what started it all. This is Chase the Heat. What a beautiful sauce it is. So simple. Vinegar, peppers, and salt. And that's it. But boy, you know, it's consistent. It's so good. It never changes. Let's talk about it. The heat on it, you know what? I want to know what heat is for you. That's what we're going to do in this video. Tell me what, because almost everybody's had Tabasco Red. How hot is this to you? In the comment section, let me know how long you've been a chili head and how hot this is for you. I'm curious, and that's where people are going to go. You know why? I can say how hot it would be for a non-chili head. Tell me what your pepper, do you like it mild, medium, or hot? What your tolerance level is, and then if you don't mind, tell me what this is on a scale from 1 to 10. For me, I could drink a gallon of it. It doesn't really move my needle, but I mean, I shouldn't say that. It moves my needle just enough that I know that it's peppers. I mean, I know because of the flavor, but I can sort of get a bit of a tingle, but there isn't much. But the flavor is just, you know what? It's a nostalgia, like nostalgic feel-good sauce, the way I look at it. All right. So again, tomorrow, catch Tommy and I. And also in the comment section, I want to know what your tolerance level is and how hot you think Tabasco is for you. And then also, if you have any ideas or suggestions what we should do for the Chase the Heat birthday on the 19th. All right, so I've got a top 10 list, people. Yes, I do. This is cool. This is an interesting one. The top 10 best things to smell. I am wicked olfactory driven. When I was young, there were about 10 different perfumes that I knew just from the aroma, and it was fun because I could walk up to somebody and say, I would tell her what perfume she was wearing. It's kind of a fun thing to do. Scents are, but you know what? Scents, they're powerful. It's almost like music. It can take you back to a time or a place, Number 1, fresh air. Especially crisp in autumn. After 3 months of summer, you forget what crisp air smells and feels like. When it gets colder out, it just hits you. It's so shocking. I love fresh air. You know what? I lived in Vermont for a long, long time, and I moved away. And I was away from the town that I grew up in for almost 20 years. Man, I'm old. And I went back to Vermont, and I swear to you, I remember smelling it, breathing it, and it was almost like at some point in my life I had that breath already once. It was that familiar to me. It was amazing. All right, number 2, vanilla. It's comforting and just reminds me of childhood, they say. My grandmother used to make these. I'm not going to read that. I like vanilla a lot. It's got a really soft, creamy, sort of magical flavor. I dig it. Number 3, barbecue. That's an interesting one too, because boy, I'll tell you what, having lived in Texas, barbecue's a religion there. I'm not even fooling you, man. If you do it wrong, I wouldn't even touch it. Too many rules. But I got some friends, Vince, if you're watching this, dude, that dude barbecues. Foy can barbecue. Tad and Kit, forget about it. Barbecue's great. That's smoky. Oh, I love that. Number 4, it's not going to surprise anybody. Number 4 is coffee. The funny thing about coffee, even people that don't drink it like the way it smells. It's a beautiful thing. Number 5 has the exact same thing I just said about coffee. Even people that don't like it, like the way it smells. Bacon. My mom's father, my grandfather, was a vegetarian. And he always said, man, if he never was tempted, but if he was ever gonna, it'd be bacon. Bacon is the candy of meat. Boy, how do you like your bacon? Do you like it rubbery or kind of crisp? I think everything tastes a little better if you burn it a little bit. Except steaks. You can't do that. All right, number 6, rain. Oh, I love the smell of rain. You like the smell of rain? Definitely has a unique aroma. It's not just rain, it's right after it's rained. It's got a really beautiful, let me see what they say about it. It smells refreshing, moist, damp, like damp earth, turned and exposed like the moss spiraling up the tree. And there you have it. Number 7, campfires. Because the campfire is visual. The crackling, the sound, the aroma, it's everything. Campfires are good. And there's something mesmerizing about a campfire. How many times you get around a campfire? I don't care if you, I mean, stone sober, you end up staring at it like a zombie. It's kind of a funny thing. Number 8, gasoline. I'm serious. That's what it says. Petrol is one of the best smells in the world. It smells like city life, like comfort and safety. That's a stretch. It's a stretch. I always think of Chris Farley in Tommy Boy. Smells his finger when he gets gas on his hands. It's great. Problem is this: don't smell gas. You see, it's not a good thing to do. Man, I'll tell you what, it'll fry brain cells. Toot sweet, don't do it. Number 9, melted chocolate. I don't think I've been around enough melted chocolate to know, but they say it's warm and sweet and lovely. Number 10, freshly cut grass. I like that. It's got a good aroma. You know another aroma that I like? I should check myself. Do I really want to say this? Manure, like a farm. I grew up in the country, so to me, maybe it's just that it smells like the town I grew up in. But you drive by a farm and you smell a farm manure. It's like, it's a farm. Anyway, so listen. Here's what I want to know. What are your any smells that you guys love that didn't make the list? I'm not. Here's the thing: as much as I love, I'm olfactory driven. Scents are important to me. I do not like perfume. I got good at identifying it when I was young because I'm good that way, but I don't like perfume. Isn't that weird? I think it covers up what you're supposed to be smelling. All right, so we're going to wrap it up now. I love you guys. Be kind to somebody. Hey, chill. Hey, I'm making a video here. You're not going to listen to me. So be kind. Tell someone you love them. In the description box, you got a see a link for all the normal stuff. So I'm looking for a bunch of stuff in the comments today. Remember, I want to know how hot, what your tolerance level is. Come on, dude. What your tolerance level is and how hot you think Tabasco is. We want to know any suggestions on the birthday for the channel. And the last one is any additional smells that you guys might like that didn't make the list. You know, when you first start a fire, and like I grew up on the East Coast, so as a kid we heated our house during the wintertime exclusively with wood. That was my job every summer, is to cut 10 to 15 cords of wood, which is a nightmare. Made me strong though. But when you first start a fire, you have paper, a kindling, you get it started. First few minutes of not only that, you know what, always, because if you walk into a house and there's a wood stove in there, that just smells like home to me. Anyway, so right here you're gonna see my son Johnny Scoville Jr. and the lifeboat. Also, don't forget about tomorrow night with Tommy and I. And up here, you're gonna see Pepperology, which is geared for brand new people. A lot of informational stuff about peppers and the industry and terminology and do's and don'ts and what you ought not to do and what you should do and things like that. The other one are the 26 most devastating challenges I've ever done. There's been a lot of them. We're closing in on 600 challenges. It's kind of a milestone. We should do something special for that one. Hey, a lot of homework in the comment section. I love you for doing it. I'm Johnny Scoville, and this was Chase the Heat.